Hello, everybody. It's Every Day is Earth Day, the podcast, and I'm your host, Fiona Dempster. Hi, how you be today? Doing well? Doing not so well? What if the Earth could be a greater contribution to thee? Yeah, this is, after all, a conversation called Every Day is Earth Day, and sometimes I manage to weave in the planet in the conversation, and today the earth is really saying, hey, could you spend a little more time or share some more about me? So that's what I'm choosing to converse about today. The other day when I was in Bath, I chose to walk everywhere in the city, and I ended up walking through the Botanic Gardens. And I took some time to be with the planet in a very intensive, amazing way. Now, years ago at a 7-day workshop in New Zealand with Access Consciousness, Gary Douglas invited us to go outside and pick a spot to start on the planet. And for the next hour, take a full hour to simply walk 300 meters. Maybe it was only 50 meters. It was a very short distance, so really not long at all. Definitely not a football field. Maybe only a quarter of that. But take a full hour to walk that distance. Yeah, right? Get the sense of that. Get the sense of spending an hour to walk across the length or width of your house. Like, what would it be like to spend an hour walking across your living room? This is what I did in the Botanic Gardens. I just stopped walking on one of the paths and remembered this invitation to be where I was and observe everything, put my barriers down, and receive everything. Yes. Receive everything. Play with it right now, wherever you are, as long as it's safe and you're not driving. Maybe close your eyes. Get a little more comfortable in your chair or your bed, wherever you be. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And any barriers on the next exhale, drop them. Down, 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 down. You might find yourself sinking into your body, relaxing more, breathing easier. Your breath changes, your heartbeat relaxes, all your muscles relax. Now allow yourself to perceive and receive everything around you. The sounds, the smells, the temperature, the feel of whatever you're sitting on. Excuse me. The feel of your clothing. If you're uncomfortable in any way, if your body has tension. Yeah. Keep breathing in and out. Now open your eyes. Now imagine being outside and going through this and being present with everything in nature. What I found was after about, it took me about 20 minutes to settle in, and that's not really a good way of describing it. Let's just say it took me quite a while to be fully present and there were moments when it was really uncomfortable. I was really cranky. I was agitated, irritated, aggravated, just wanting to take 5 steps forward at once. So I would breathe in, and on the exhale, I would drop all of my barriers. And I sent all of that irritation, aggravation, and whatnot into the planet. Down, 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 out of my body. Just, here you go, planet. There you go. Thank you. And then I would continue. I'd take a step forward. I'd check my clock. I'd have interesting point of view that I was irritated. And I would continue. And I would repeat as necessary. And during that hour, birds came, birds flew away. They sang. It started raining. I just received the rain. It was cold. The sun came out. The sun went away. I saw an earthworm. I saw squirrels. I heard some strange sounds that I couldn't identify, and it was really interesting how desperate I was to identify it rather than just being with whatever that sound was. It started raining harder. I put up my umbrella. It stopped raining. I put my umbrella down. The clouds blew by. There was a little bit of blue sky. There was some amazing shapes in the leaves, on the ground, and the rocks that lined the pathway. And the way the leaves fell from the trees when the wind would pick up, the twirling and the swirling. And sometimes you could track where they were headed. Most of the time they were on their own track, and you just had to follow where they were going. I even saw a rat. Now, if I had been hurrying and hurrying and hurrying and scurrying like the rat, I would not have received any of this. Well, I would have received very little of it. Not to say that we have an hour each day to do this, and yet what if we did? What if we all took the time? And yeah, time is a creation, so it's not necessarily applicable, but as we go through our day, if we allowed ourselves an hour, just an hour a day, to have moments like this where we nurture our body, we connect to the planet, and receive and gift and be, and allow things to show up, and allow them to be interesting points of view, and then allow them to go, and let go of them, and no longer lock them into our bodies. The most amazing result, very palpable result of this hour with nature, taking all of this time to walk a very short distance and to receive, that I've noticed in the past few days since then, I have greater ease in being in crowds of people. How does it get any better than that? I'll share more about that another day. So I invite you to do an earth meditation someday. Take an hour to walk a very short distance in your neighborhood and see what shows up and see how you can connect to the planet and what else is possible, because every day is Earth Day. Thanks for joining me on this extended episode. May you have a great day. Ta for now.